Yo, this is Andy Karl. You're watching the Broadway.com show. Boom.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly guide to everything happening on the Great White Way, or as we like to think of it, the place that brings home genies, street urchins and convicts. What's the buzz, Lindsay?
Les Mis is officially back on Broadway. We know you all saw it the last time around, and the time before that, but this reimagined new production by Lawrence Connor and James Powell is definitely worth another trip to the barricades. On opening night, we chatted with legendary producer Cameron Mackintosh to find out what makes this Les Mis so special.
It's like doing it for the first time. I mean, the great thing about this amazing cast is, I think it's one of the finest casts we've ever assembled. And they're so young, they're so talented, and you know that not only are they great for Les Miserables, but they're the stars of the future of Broadway.
This week, the biggest news story swirled around Les Mis and Phantom of the Opera, and we're feeling totally 80s as a result. Over at Phantom, it was announced that Norm Lewis, who has long dreamed a dream that he would play the Phantom, is getting his wish. The Tony nominee will start performances on May 12th, becoming the first African-American Phantom on Broadway ever. Even better, Lewis's longtime friend and former Little Mermaid co-star Sierra Boggess will be by his side as Christine. This is, totally the best news of the week.
Playwright Terrence McNally is back on Broadway with Mothers and Sons, a new work that examines the changing definition of family. Tyne Daly stars as a grieving mother confronting a new generation. I spoke with the talented Tony winner on opening night. Take a look.
It's a play about family and the changing definition of that. But, I have a wise friend who says the stories are different, but the feelings are the same. The stories are different, but the feelings, responses are the same. So I think it does appeal to a lot of folks.
Disney's Aladdin celebrated a shining, shimmering, splendid opening night on March 20th, and Broadway.com was there to chat with the stars about their big night. We caught up with Adam Jacobs and Courtney Reed to find out what their most important critics, little kids at the stage door, are saying about their performances as Aladdin and Princess Jasmine.
I actually think the cutest things that they do are, they say, "You're my favorite."
I had a kid say the other day, actually, he said, "You are Aladdin. You came from the movie and you're here?" I think he was 6 years old or something like that. I was like, the movie's animated. I was like, yeah, I did.
Dinah, the Sheryl Crow Barry Levinson musical adaptation of the 1982 film, which had been scheduled to open on Broadway first in April, then in the fall of 2013, will finally receive its world premiere. Directed and choreographed by Tony winner Kathleen Marshall, the show will play at the Signature Theatre in Virginia this coming winter. Set in 1959 Baltimore, we're intrigued to finally see what this story of burgeoning adulthood and friendship looks like.
I'm Tracy Letts, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
In Rocky Balboa calls himself the Italian stallion in the ring because, it rhymes. When we hit the red carpet at the opening earlier this month, we asked the stars what they would choose for their fighting name. Put up your dukes, because these Broadway types are ready to rumble.
I would be the Fury Yuri.
The Fat Portuguese, I think.
Little Lynn, Mighty Lynn.
The S-Dog.
Big Johnson.
Glover the Lover. Park Slope Mom.
The Meat Packer.
Mudge the Grudge. The Orphanator.
The Adequate Skater.
JJ Pizza Man.
The Fluffin' Bustle.
Red Brady.
That's his grandfather's name.
The Filipino.
The Filipino
Tiger.
Dino.
Whoopee.
It works.
Why mess with perfection?
Our tweet of the week comes from Aladdin's genius genie, James Monroe Iglehart, who writes, "Nothing says Broadway opening night like the late night McDonald's menu." You bet, James. Supersize that order and dig in while reading your raves. Follow this magically delicious wish granter at James M. Iglehart.
Hey there, my name's Gabriel Ebert, and you are watching the Broadway.com show.
The all-singing, all-dancing Jazz Review After Midnight is welcoming back a very special guest star, American Idol favorite Fantasia Barrino, who earned raves from the critics and from the Broadway.com staff when the production first opened last fall. We love Fantasia's soulful take on stormy weather, I Can't Give You Anything But Love, and more, so we're giving this news a big thumbs up. Fantasia will meet you back at the club on May 13th.
Thumbs down to the news that we're not going to be seeing a 26-foot-tall Statue of Liberty come to life anytime soon. The Rockettes' Heart and Lights which was supposed to be playing at Radio City Music Hall this spring, has been postponed until next year. According to a statement from the show's producers, additional work was needed. Fortunately, the Rockettes' main gig, the Christmas Spectacular, will still provide us with our fix of high kicks.
Willkommen, Alan Cumming. This week's hotshot was tweeted by the Tony winner in full Emcee drag as he prepped for his first performance in The Return of Cabaret, 16 years after the show made him a bona fide Broadway star. Welcome back, Alan. We can't wait to put down the knitting, the book, and the broom and join you once again in Cabaret.
Our star of the week is a Broadway newbie who built up an impressive resume and fan base before he even stepped onto the New York stage. He bounced around roles in the Phantom and Les Mis worlds in London and is now standing firmly center stage at the Imperial Theatre, breaking hearts and maybe a few bones as the roughest, toughest Jean Valjean we've ever seen. Who is he? He's Ramin Karimloo, our star of the week.
Smackdown time! Last week we asked you which Aladdin showstopper you were more excited to see. A Whole New World or Friend Like Me? Well, the results are in and 70% of you picked Friend Like Me. This week we've got the news that Star Trek alums Chris Pine and Benedict Cumberbatch are heading to the stage. Pine will appear in Fool for Love at the Williamstown Theatre Festival, while Cumberbatch will headline Hamlet in London. So we want to know, all you Pine nuts and Cumberbitches, which star would you like to see tread the boards on Broadway more? Tweet your vote for Chris Pine or Benedict Cumberbatch to @BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown and tune in next time for the winner.
Thanks for watching another episode of the Broadway.com show. We leave you with a cast of beautiful paying tribute to vlogger Jessie Mueller in the final episode of her video blog, Natural Woman. See you next week.
Jessie Mueller, I love you so much. You're so fun to work with. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. I was Jessie's boy. Yes. You wish that I was Jessie's boy.
I'll make the earth move under my feet.
She's just dear old wonderful, very friendly and very Midwestern-like, friendly and nice and terrific and hygienic and pretty beautiful. Jessie Mueller, good sense of humor, Jessie Mueller. Now that's a song.